Thank you so much, and welcome सब लोगों को, especially the freelancers who are here today. Thank you, and I think I want to touch upon our own journey with the freelancer accounts, but also touch upon how important this is. So generally we hear that Pakistan is the 4th largest freelancer community in the world, but I just want to say that this is a figure from 2019, and this is a figure that Payoneer talks about. So we could possibly, and they only, as we know, have about 20 or 30% market share. So we could also be number 3, we could also be number 5, we could also be number 7. So I think we need better data when we quote this 4th largest community, but we do know a few things, and we also know that from our experience. The average freelancer in Pakistan, and we believe there's about 1 million, earns about $3,500 per annum, whereas the average freelancer in the US earns about $20,000 per annum. So there's definitely a delta there that I understand the delta cannot be completely bridged, but we can certainly try to get it up to $7,000 to $8,000 per annum there. The other thing I want to touch upon is, Pakistan has missed the boat on a number of opportunities. Agri exports, we missed the boat on. Technology export, we missed the boat on. Call center export, we missed the boat on. Outsourcing, we struggle with. This is one thing we're doing very well with. And thankfully, maybe because it has less to do with state providing infrastructure for it. So let's be thankful for that. And I think this is something that we as a country can really take forth. And this is relatively new. Pakistan has the broad bandwidth for it. I think as we go towards 5G, we will have better bandwidth in smaller towns also. And as cost of technology, essentially laptops and computers gets cheaper and cheaper, it's easier for us to go forward. The payment part of it, the banking part of it is one thing, but of course the main takeaway in all of this is we need more and more technology and related graduates to really take this forward. And of course, more people learning to do this in English is another key thing that we need to focus on as government. So I think there's things around it we need to do, not particularly for it we need to do. As far as banking is concerned, we've started this journey with, so what was the problem we were solving for? The problem we were solving for is that Pakistan does not have PayPal and it does not have Venmo. And that's essentially the issue a lot of the freelancers are facing. इसमें ये मसला होता है कि अगर average उनकी earning है $3,500 per annum, so what we have seen in our experience of about 10,000 accounts is that the average ticket they get is a couple of $100. अब वो जो $200 या $300 का जो ticket है, उसके वो agents के through जो processing कराते हैं, उसमें वो flat fee ले लेते हैं about $25 की, which flat fee जो translate हो जाती है वो almost 10-15% हो जाती है of the earning. So that is the problem we are solving for. अच्छा, हमने इसको solve करने की कोशिश की. State Bank was very, very progressive. First of all, the thing State Bank did, first उन्होंने जो requirement थी income की to open account, उसको State Bank ने resolve किया. उसके बाद second stage आया that which is more recent, कि State Bank also realized a lot of the freelancers don't want to hold their money in rupees. They're earning in dollars. They want to hold it in dollars till such time they actually need the money. So ये State Bank was progressive, and now they've also allowed कि वो freelancer account जो है आप डॉलर में भी खोल सकते हैं. So that's a very positive step. हमारा अपना personal experience ये था कि when we started this through our branches, we honestly did not have success because जब branches में freelancers जा रहे थे, they were still asking for traditional documents. And जो हमारा freelancers का जो हमने अपना data देखा है, उसमें of the 10,000 or so accounts, 50% of the accounts are people aged between 18 and 24. 18 and 24 वाला आदमी वैसे भी ब्रांच जाने का कोई खास शौक नहीं रखता. So वही चीज़ हमने जब उसको हम डिजिटल के ऊपर लेकर आए तो टेक अप many fold डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग पे उसकी बढ़ गई. अब डिजिटल अकाउंट ओपनिंग किसी टेकअप बढ़ गई, अब स्टेट बैंक ने अलाउ कर दिया द डॉलर अकाउंट ऑल्सो, विच इज़ वेरी पॉजिटिव. बट अगेन द प्रॉब्लम इज PayPal and Venmo not being here. So whereas we may have Remitly, I think we have Ace, we have Payoneer, but we can have all the transfer companies in the world, but there is still a gap. So उस gap को fill करने के लिए, and State Bank recently allowed it also, and we've implemented is कि we have started giving a IBAN number along with the wallet account. So that has helped, I think, freelancers को कि अब उनको अपना wallet account पे भी IBAN number मिल जाता है ताकि वो smaller amounts call कर सकें. So I think that's quite important. What I want to talk about also is we have to enable, as banks, we have to enable, account to khul gaya, we've now taken it, it's easy, it's simple, it's digital, sab kuch hai. But also the freelancer does not want to go to the bank for any other service. They want all the services digitally. तो अगर उनको withholding tax certificate चाहिए, तो that has to be done digitally. उनकी कोई और services भी हैं, including then asking for a discounting of some invoice or asking for an auto loan based on the cash flow जो गिर रहा है उनके account के अंदर, उन हमें every process को हमने digitally freelancer account के ऊपर डालना है ताकि उनकी journey आसान हो सके. And I think that's something we are working on, but as banks we need to work faster on. And very lastly, I think जो future अगर हम देखें इसका, तो many of these freelancers today that are principally in the young early 20s, they will inshallah graduate into small startup businesses locally also. That is our hope, and inshallah as time goes that will happen as Pakistan also gets more and more digitized. तो इसके लिए बैंक्स के लिए ज़रूरी है कि वो ओपन बैंकिंग की तरफ जाएं. तो as a first step we have put in the Google APG, we have a develop portal, sandboxing, and हम उस पे APIs अपनी डालते जा रहे हैं कि अगर जिस फ्रीलांसर को अपना स्मॉल बिजनेस शुरू करना है, उसको पेमेंट API चाहिए, उसको अकाउंट बैलेंस चेकिंग API चाहिए, वो उसी से कनेक्ट करके डेवलपर पोर्टल पे लॉगिन करे, उसको टेस्ट करे और अपना जो भी उसने स्टार्टअप ऐप डोमेस्टिकली भी बनाई है उसको वो उससे कनेक्ट कर ले. सो इंशाल्लाह वी होप एज बैंक्स टू बी अ पेमेंट पार्टनर ऑफ कोर्स, to be a lending partner of course, but also as they progress into small businesses to be the bank behind the business ताकि with minimum effort and without having to reach the chief digital officer in the bank or the regional head in the bank, they can sign on the portal, see what APIs are there, test them on the sandbox, और inshallah अपने small businesses भी domestically launch करते रहें. So that's my 2 bits for this, and I wish all of you the best of luck.